Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. In a letter to Hopkins County Chamber of Commerce directors and ambassadors Wednesday, Meredith Cadell announced she has accepted the position of the Hopkins County Healthcare Foundation Director and will be stepping down as CEO of the Chamber of Commerce. Cadell has directed the Chamber activities for over 8 years. In a letter received by KSST Wednesday afternoon at 1 p.m., she wrote, good morning, directors and ambassadors. This is a bittersweet moment for me. I'm extremely excited to tell you that I've accepted the position of the Hopkins County Foundation Director, and also extremely sad to tell you that I've officially turned in my resignation as CEO of the Chamber of Commerce. For the past 8 years, she has served as Director of the Chamber, or CEO of the Chamber of Commerce. For a more complete story, see KSSTradio.com. A line of thunderstorms moved through the Hopkins County area early Wednesday morning. KSST began broadcasting radar reports shortly after 2 a.m. as the first thunderstorm with a threat of hail moved across the northern segment of the county. Then at 3:07 a.m., a dangerous thunderstorm advisory was issued as high winds, small hail, and heavy rains marched across the county, specifically in the Tyra, Dyke, Arbela, and Como areas. The city of Sulphur Springs saw gusty winds that blew small limbs from trees and heavy rainfall that created some light flooding. Lightning strikes were prolific during the storm. A river flood warning was again issued for the Hopkins Delta areas on the banks of the South Sulphur River. That river flood warning extends until 8 p.m. Thursday. At 5:15 a.m. Wednesday, the stage was 17.63 feet. Flood stage is 16 feet. The river will continue rising to a crest near 18 feet by Wednesday afternoon. The river should fall below flood stage Thursday morning. River flooding has occurred earlier in the week thanks to the heavy rainfall upstream. As always, the National Weather Service warns that one not drive into flooded areas. Thunderstorms with a possibility of a few severe were expected to continue throughout Wednesday morning as the weather system continued to move through the area, making its way east and south. Early voting in the Sulphur Springs City Council election and the Yantis ISD Board of Trustees election begins Monday, April 25th, and continues through May 3rd. Other schools and cities in the area that will conduct elections this year are planning on a November voting time. Sulphur Springs Independent School District and Hopkins County Memorial Hospital Board will not conduct elections this year. The general election day is May 7th, when polls are open 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. In the city of Sulphur Springs, early voting will take place at City Hall on the second floor or in the second floor conference room. Easy access to the boardroom is available to the handicapped and others with limitations. To access the boardroom, use the ramp entrance to City Hall. After entering the City Hall from the ramp, the elevator is just inside the door. Take the elevator to the second floor, and when you exit, the entrance to the conference room is across the hall. Hours for early voting in the city election are 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. each weekday except Tuesday, April 26th and Thursday, April 28th. Early voting on those 2 days will be from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Again, Election Day is May 7th, when the polling place will be open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. KSST will broadcast election returns and post to KSSTradio.com as soon as they are available May 7th after 7. For Yantis Independent School District voters, early voting for the May 7th election begins Monday, April 25th, continues through May 23rd at the Wood County Courthouse early voting room at 100 South Main Street in Quitman. They'll be voting 8 to 5 during the weekdays, except for May 2nd and 3rd, when early voting will be from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. On the day of their election, May 7th, the voting place will be the Ima Glen Elementary Building in Yantis. The city of Yantis will not vote this year. In Cumbie, the school board and city elections will be in November. North Hopkins, Miller Grove, Saltillo, and Sulphur Bluff school board elections will take place in November. Saltillo has 3 seats to be decided. Sulphur Bluff will have 4 seats to be decided in their November election. And for the city of Como, their elections are held every odd year, and so therefore they're not voting this year. Here's Don Julian with sports.
No games were planned for Wednesday for either the Wildcats baseball team or the Lady Cats softball team. And here's the latest. Lady Cats softball coach David Carrillo plans to play the Lady Cats home game against Hallsville, originally scheduled for Tuesday evening at Texas A&M Commerce Thursday at 5:30 p.m. The college field has artificial turf all over. Coach Carrillo hopes to play Pine Tree on senior night as scheduled at Lady Cat Park Friday at 6 p.m. If the field is not playable, his plans call for playing sometime on Saturday at Lady Cat Park. And Wildcats baseball coach Jared Hammock has rescheduled the home game against Hallsville, also originally scheduled for Tuesday to Saturday at Eagle Stadium at 2 p.m. On Friday, the Wildcats schedule calls for them to travel to Pine Tree for a 7 p.m. game.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.